Hi there, it's Jennifer Nassi, Body and Soul Clarity Coach and founder of the Learning Life Healing Arts Academy. And something that's been coming up for me a lot lately are hormones. And I know I'm not alone in this because I'm hearing a whole lot about them in our Facebook group and in your emails and in our women's circle. So I know that hormones play an important part in all of our lives, and they should. They're our chemical messengers. They help run everything from our blood sugar and our stress response to our weight and energy levels and sex drive. They are super, super important. So today I want to talk a little bit more about them, but I also want to look at them from a slightly different perspective. Okay? So hormones. When we're talking about hormones, it's important to know that stress of any kind is going to throw them off. So when I'm talking about stress, I don't just mean the go, go, go of day-to-day life, although that certainly is part of it. But it's how you're taking care of yourself. It's your sleep. It's your water intake. It's whether you're feeling addicted to things like caffeine and sugar. It is how you're nourishing your body with foods and the things that you put on your body. It's also emotional stress. So the stress we might feel in our jobs and our relationships. And it's the stress of sometimes feeling like we're disconnected and we don't know how we fit into the bigger picture. What's my life path? Where am I supposed to be going? What's my next step? Right? And I say that lovingly because I have certainly been there plenty of times as well. So know that all of those sources of stress impact your hormones. So there's a good reason that you're feeling the way you're feeling, and your body is just letting you know, hey, something is out of balance, something needs to be paid attention to. So when I work with clients one-on-one and they come to me because they want to feel better in their bodies and want to get that better sense of balance, sometimes they're surprised that we start looking in all of these other areas of their lives. But the truth is, that's the reason we want to do a holistic approach. We want to look at all those pieces because I guarantee they are all impacting you across the board. Okay, so today though, I want to add in another perspective to this hormone conversation, and that has to do with the Chinese 5 elements. And if you've heard me talk about this before, you know how much I love this system, and my clients love it too once they understand it a bit more. And it's because this system is also a holistic system. So that means that it doesn't put you in different compartments. Your physical body's not over here while your spiritual connection's over here and your emotions are over there and your beliefs and thoughts are over here. And it doesn't do that, right? It is looking at the whole picture. It's looking at all of you and how all of these parts connect. And what I love about it is it brings it all back to that concept of imbalance and out of balance. It's not about doing things right or wrong. It's not about being broken or needing fixing or why can't I do it the way I'm supposed to. It's not about any of that. It's about finding out where those places are, where we're in balance, we're out of balance, and how can we help bring it back to that state of balance so that things flow the way that they're supposed to. Now, when it comes to hormones are considered to be ruled by the water element. Okay. Now, the water element, that is winter time. It's that midnight time of night. It's the gestation period. It's that time when we go inward, when we need to just be and rest and refill our well and literally drink lots of water and stay hydrated. It's also that time of creative energy, of really expressing ourselves creatively, again, without a goal in mind, without trying to be productive, but with the sole purpose of really nourishing ourselves on a very deep level. Okay, so here's what I want you to know about how this connects to hormones. So I've already told you that hormones are hugely impacted by stress. Well, guess what? If you're focusing on this water energy, you're focusing on refilling your well. You're focusing on nourishing yourself, on slowing down, on just allowing yourself to be, on allowing those creative outlets for yourself. Guess what that's all going to help with? reducing stress and helping to balance your hormones. Not to mention, if you learn to create some space, that is when we get to tune into our intuition more clearly. That is when we get to see the bigger picture and to feel more connected and clear about the next steps in our path, right? So it helps us on all those levels. And yes, it impacts these hormones. Also, so that is any time, right? With this kind of cycle, you can see the cycle within your day, you can see it within the year, you can see it within a lifetime. It's part of why I love this. It's reflected everywhere in our experience, okay? But I also said that water is what season? Winter, right? Well, guess what's just around the corner? So you might be starting to feel even more of a pull toward that energy that's calling you inward, and the energy that precedes it, metal, which is what we're really in now. It's that late fall time. That is the energy of clearing out the clutter of what no longer serves you, distilling things down, getting really clear on your experience and reflecting and letting go of things. Okay, so that is then going to move into that wintertime energy, that inward energy. And so if you're feeling the pull towards that already, know that that's very, very normal for the time of year we're in. But also know that this is the time of year when you might start to have your attention drawn to more stuff around hormones. And it doesn't mean that winter is just a crappy time for hormones. What it means is you've got this whole cycle. And if you've been out of balance for a good chunk of that cycle, or for some of us, for many cycles, then this is the time of year where that can be really called into attention when it comes to our hormones, and it might feel like it's all coming to a head. So for you, instead of getting walloped over the head by a hammer in another month or two, I would love for you to start taking a look at this now, right? This is where this reflection time comes in. And this is where you want to be distilling down and getting clear on what's working for you and what's not. So reflect. What is working for you? What isn't? Are you getting the sleep you need? And if not, how can you get yourself to get to bed a bit earlier, or how can you improve the quality of your sleep? I shared a couple of tips in the newsletter that I sent out. I think it was about a week ago. You can find that on the blog at jennifernassy.com. Okay, that's a good place to start. You can hop in our Facebook group and also get some more ideas. But how can you help shift that? Are you drinking too much caffeine and not enough water? How can you start weaning yourself off of that caffeine, incorporate more water and herbal teas, right? How are you doing around just time for yourself and allowing yourself to just be? Or do you have a creative outlet at all? Or has that kind of been squashed right now? And what could you bring in, even if it's just something as simple as a coloring book you're excited about? Or getting back into a meditation practice of some kind could be really beneficial for you. I believe Deepak Chopra and Oprah have a free meditation challenge going on right now. So you could participate in something like that if you want the structure and community to go along with it. Take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at what's working and what's not, and where you're feeling the most stressed. And take just one or two steps. You don't have to solve this all in one go, but take one or two steps to start bringing things back into balance, so that by the time we move over to here, you can actually enjoy the energy of this season. You can enjoy more that going inward, that quiet space, that creative time. You already have some pieces in place to start refilling your well. And yes, these hormones start to balance out a bit for you. Now, of course, if you would like more support, I would be thrilled and honored to support you through this. This is something I'm really passionate about, helping women to find that balance within their hormones and also within their life. So please know that if you go under work with me on jennifernassy.com, you will find a way to schedule a free consultation, and we can just hop on the phone, talk about what's going on with you, and go from there. All right? But at the very least, stay connected in our community. Send me an email. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you're struggling and what you're going to try and work on to bring some greater balance. Come post in our Facebook group. It is so much better when we can make change within supportive community. So please come, let us celebrate you, let us help nudge you along as you're making some of these changes, and that way you can do the same for the other women in our community. All right, so I think that's plenty for today. Of course, there's loads more I would love to talk about. We will come back to this, I promise. But until next time, take care, stay connected, and I hope you start to find that sense of greater ease and flow and balance that you are craving.